This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about, Can Man versus Pac-Man, AB versus Manny Pacquiao. Y'all saw the weigh-ins last night. You guys saw how AB came up in there, wanting to sit here and want to be serious all of a sudden. He saw Manny Pacquiao. He was like, he couldn't hold it, man. That's the thing. He couldn't take that cat serious. Even though AB was being serious, because we've seen this before in the weigh-ins where he comes in like, he just want to be all serious and look at cats, up and down like, he's about to do something to them. We've seen this in Maidana, and, I don't want to bring that up, but we saw in recent memory how that turned out. But the point that I'm trying to make is this guy is notorious for doing shit like this. Trying to make it seem like he's serious, he's geared up. Come that fight night, he's going to show up and he's going to bring the goods. The question is, Adrien Broner, you are Enigma, man. Are we going to see the Adrien Broner that is flat-footed, that's going to sit there and not let his hands go? And like Pauline Malignaggi said, and shout-outs to him, he gets a big shout-out and a hats off because he gave an epic breakdown of Adrien Broner. You guys should go check it out on Showtime. But he was talking about how, Adrien Broner has this thing where when he throws his punches, he throws out this heat. It gives this illusion like, he's doing more than he's supposed to, and it kind of intimidates his opponents. And I believe there's some credibility to that. Obviously he was in the ring with Adrien Broner, so he would know a thing or two about that. But Adrien Broner doesn't throw shots, man. He does do this little thing where here and there he wants to do what I call a half feint or a wannabe feint to give the illusion that he's gonna go and feint, but he doesn't. He's just a lazy fighter, man. And if you're a guy like Mikey Garcia that is good and technically sounded, you know what I'm saying, and knows how to use someone's arsenal and weapons against them, then you could see through that BS, man, and you could sit there and just counter that all night. The thing with Manny Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao has, and again, Pauline Malignaggi gave an epic breakdown of that, but, I've been saying it too. Manny Pacquiao is not a technically sounded boxer. If you are a guy that has excellent timing, and I mentioned that in the Juan Manuel Marquez fight, and that's why Juan Manuel Marquez, since that fight, Manny Pacquiao has not been the same since that knockout. He timed Manny Pacquiao perfectly. That's why he was stylistically that opponent that was the thorn in Manny Pacquiao's thistle, because he timed him well, man. He knew what Manny Pacquiao was deficient at. Manny Pacquiao is the type of guy that's not good with distance. He doesn't know how to, fight, from a distance, and he doesn't know how to close the gap when it comes to the inches. What he does is he uses his awkward angles to get in, and his speed to get in and to overwhelm fighters, so that if a fighter is slower than him or if a fighter is not understanding his awkwardness, he could go in and zip in, like it's like a zigzag. He could zip in and he could zip out and throw his punches and then come back out, and you won't see what's going on. That's what Manny Pacquiao is notorious for. That's what he does, and he does that well when he was at his prime. But if you are an excellent, astute boxer, man, you use that tactical aggression, that technical punching placement. You know how to place your punches. You don't waste any punches. You know when to throw the right shots, and you know when to switch it up. And your feinting ability is off the charts. You can expose Manny Pacquiao. You could make him look the way Floyd Mayweather did. Now, I'm not sitting here saying everybody's going to do what Floyd Mayweather did, because we all know Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer of this era. And there's an argument that could be made that he was probably the greatest boxer of all time. So I'm not sitting here and trying to put anybody on Floyd Mayweather's level before anybody try to come here and vilify me, because that's not happening. But if you sit there and look at the blueprint and the playbook of what Floyd Mayweather did, and you have comparable skills or skills that could somewhat match up to Floyd Mayweather's ability, like a Terrence Crawford, or Errol Spence, and to a lesser degree, Adrien Broner has those skills. But the question is he going to bring those skills out? Because Adrien Broner is going to have to fight a lot different than he has been these last 5, 6, or 7 fights. He's going to have to bring up his punchings. his punches that he throws. I'm gonna say that again. He has to bring up his punches that he throws, because if he's sitting there and he's only throwing 20 to 30 punches around, that's not gonna get the job done, man. I'm not sitting here saying that his work rate needs to be like 100 punches each round. That's not what you're gonna get from Adrien Broner. But I feel for him to have, very good success and damn near moderate success, at least at best, he's going to have to throw anywhere between 50 to 60 punches around, and he's going to have to try to land anywhere between 25 to 30 of those punches. I feel like his CompuBox numbers are going to have to be in the high 40 percentile. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere like between 45 to 48% for him to win. This is what he's going to have to do, man. He's going to have to be as accurate as possible, and he's going to have to land his shots, and don't waste any fucking shots, because that's the only chance he's going to have against Manny Pacquiao. If he goes in there fighting the way that he did against Jesse Vargas, fighting the way that he did, against, what's his name? It's going to come to me. If he goes in there fighting the way he did, against Ponce de Leon, or the way he did against Malignaggi, in these fights where he got exposed. Yeah, that was the cat that I was trying to remember. If he goes in there in those types of fights, the way he did against Mikey Garcia, he's going to get fucking exposed, man. The way he did against Maidana, he's going to get exposed. Because the thing with Adrien Broner is this cat, he has a tendency to fight lazy. And it all has to do with the fact that his footwork is atrocious. He's so flat-footed that it makes no sense. So a guy like Manny Pacquiao, if he's having an on night and Manny Pacquiao just happened to drink the fountain of youth for a second, and he's the young Manny, man, all he got to do is come in there and feint and do some hella feints and come in there awkward and just throw punches and bunches and come in and out. If Manny does that all night, he's going to overwhelm Adrien Broner. He's going to damn near destroy him, and he's going to send him packing. I feel like it's going to be either a late TKO stoppage or a unanimous decision win on Manny Pacquiao's part. I've said this before in previous videos, and I'm going to say it again. I feel like Manny Pacquiao, when it's all said and done, is going to win the fight, because I just feel like this is a payday for Adrien Broner, because this Negro don't know how to act. I feel like if he, gets this money and he wins this fight, the sky's the limits for him. He's just not going to know how to act, man. He's going to go back to lewd and lascivious behaviors, man, and he's just not going to focus. So to me, this is a bittersweet, because you rooting for a guy like this to win, but you already know if he wins, this win right here is going to get to his head, man, and we can forget it. He might as well just quit boxing if he wins this fight. If he loses, he's going to be what I've been saying, the ultimate gatekeeper. That's exactly what he's going to be. There's just no two ways around it, but because Al Haymon already has him as a gatekeeper for Mayweather. But he's going to become the ultimate gatekeeper, which is a demotion, which is the gatekeeper for these young and upcoming boxers that are trying to get big fights. So they know that they need to fight a guy that has skills and somewhat talent so that they can get those big step-up fights. That's what Adrien Broner is going to become if he loses this fight in the fashion that I'm talking about. But if he wins, man, it's going to be a bad thing, because now it's going to get to his head and he's not going to know how to act. And you know who put that out there? Errol Spence, man. He put that out down the low. He was like, man, if AB win this fight, he ain't going to know how to act. And a lot of people, they catch that. But I caught that, because that's what I've been saying. This cat here, something about him, man. He's missing a few screws up there. He's just not cerebral up there. He's been getting all of this molding by Mayweather, all this molding by Andre Ward, molding by a lot of cats, man. Errol Spence, a lot of cats have been trying to mold this cat, been trying to, help him, but he just don't get it, and something's not right. And that's why I feel like come tonight, Manny Pacquiao is going to win by TKO or unanimous win. I don't see no scenario where Adrien Broner wins this fight. I'm sorry. I just lost all hopes in this cat, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Comment below and let me know, Make sure to hit the thumbs up on this video. And support this channel so that I can continue to bring you that heat and that fire. This is Hinos' Sport. Checking out.